But yeah,
I'm excited to do life with you.
Absolutely, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. You are the one. You are Mrs. Olden to me.
Ooh. And I've always liked my last name. It's my daddy's name. But for him, I give it up. That's how I know this is something special and new. I'm like, I'm gonna have a new name next year. So I'm at, he's telling me he's being detained. He's so sorry. Don't talk to his sister about this. He didn't want his mom and sister to know that he had been detained. My sister is going through her own little problems. She's in Florida right now. Don't bother her with what we got going on. A lot of that back and forth. I don't know if I told you that. I said, because I text her like, the more he tells me I shouldn't talk to you, that tells me I need to talk to you. Something's off. But so he also started these weird text messages like, I love you. You're such a good woman. I really effed this up. I messed up your trust. It just gets weird for 2 hours. I was like, is this your way of wanting to break up? Because I'm like, maybe the ring in last week. This is a lot of pressure on him. I'm like, he's trying to do a breakup? Like, no, you got to dump me in my face. Like, it ain't ever going to be a text message. I'm like, are we doing this through text message? I'm even hitting him like, we went to couples therapy, he didn't play the therapist, and how I like to communicate and how he likes to communicate. We've went through, so I'm kind of confused by you wanting to do serious talk through text message. Also, he's telling me he's on his way home. He's going to call me when he gets settled at home. I'm like, for months, we've FaceTime while you drive. I've talked to you while you're driving. Like, why all of a sudden you can't talk to me? It's a lot of, I'm going to call you. I promise I'm going to call you, and a lot of apologizing that he don't know if we can get through this. At this moment, I'm upset because I'm like, what is he talking about? But anyway, after 2 hours of that going back and forth, he finally FaceTimed me with, I've been detained. Why are you detained? Because she said I took Isaiah and she called the police. I was like, okay, call me back. Hang up FaceTime. Me, I'm battered. I'm like, hang up FaceTime, just call me regular. He calls me regular. I'm like, okay, three-way your baby mama. Let's get her on the phone. He wasn't ready. So he does a three-way call. He just so happened to drop me on the three-way. He called me right back, FaceTime me right back. She didn't pick up. I was like, that's so weird. Meanwhile, he was detained. I started calling the number for the baby mama that she's been texting me. I felt like months ago that Jonathan was texting me as his sister-in-law, Lisa, who was doing these flights for us and all of that. I remember telling you that. I was like, in my gut, I feel like this is Jonathan. Nobody talks about another person like this. But I kind of just buried that little intuition, like maybe I'm tripping and I'm just battered, seasoned. But I called Lisa. Lisa got the same funky voicemail that Haraya, the baby mama. I'm like, he's definitely texting me from some type of app or something's going on. So I mentioned that to Jonathan when I got him on FaceTime, like, you've been texting me, pretending to be people. And he's animated. What? On the FaceTime. What? I'm like, I know I sound crazy, but I really do think you've been texting me pretending to be these people. Why would I do that? How would I even do that? I was like, through apps. People do it all the time. That's what people do. But I'm like, you've been detained. What happened with that? They dropped the charges. I'm like, they didn't detain you all this time and then they just dropped the charges? I was like, let me see that paperwork. One thing I do know, you go to jail, you leave in the jailhouse with some paperwork, no matter what it is. They didn't give it to me. They didn't give me no paperwork. I was like, that's not true. I'm calling them, you lying. I'm telling them, you lying, Jonathan. I don't know what you're lying or what the purpose of all of this. Just tell me the truth. I'm gonna send it to you when I get home. I thought you was at home. That's what he told me. So then he sends me this copied and paste chopped up police report, or it don't even have his name on it. Where he messed up though is whoever paperwork it was, he put the county on there. So I just went to the county, being that I'm a little seasoned. I done dealt with a jailbird before. I went to the county and found all the inmates that was in jail that day, looked through all the names. None of them was Jonathan. I'm like, Jonathan, this isn't true. That's not what the paperwork should look like. I'm going to send it to you. What else do you need me to send so that I can gain your trust back? I'm like, I need all those contracts that you've been signing for your gym. That's been your project, and I've never questioned you anything about that, but I need that too. Cool, I'm going to email it. I'm going to send it to you. Boom. So within 25 minutes of that phone call, he sends me a fake police report. It's a template where he forgets to remove out like last name, first name, middle initial, the stuff like a resume temp. You know, you're supposed to delete that when you put your information in it. He left it and just put his name on top of it. And then he didn't put, for his charges, it was battery and theft of a child. Not kidnapping, theft of a child. I'm like, Jonathan, that's fake. Get this, he sends 2 more. I guess when he was Googling, he had the choices in the templates. He sent me 3 fake police reports in 25 minutes. That's why I told you I'm dealing with a crazy person. Who can type that fast and have that many templates? And when I FaceTimed him, he was outside, sis. He wasn't even in the house. He was outside of a house on FaceTime. I'm like, in 25 minutes, you created these police reports? So I hop on the jail's website and I actually send him a picture of what he should be sending me. I was like, this is what it looked like. And his last name is Olden. So I went to the O's. It was 2 O's and he wasn't in between either one. I'm like, you still lying, but I don't know what's going on. When I get home, he doing that. When I get home, I'm gonna FaceTime you and you can see it. Okay. When I tell you that when he got home, the entire time I thought he was at home because he was outside somebody's house FaceTiming me. I still don't know who. God bless it. He calls my phone to FaceTime me with the documents. You know how your phone would be like, ring? My phone was like, roop. He let it connect and hung up. And then he texts me, good night, we'll talk about it tomorrow, I love you type text. Like that was the end of him. That was him showing me the document. I didn't pick up the phone, playing games. So Thursday, that's Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, while he was headed to the airport, I get notifications from my bank that I have a return check. I was like, why would I have a return check? I've been had a checking account since I was 16. Like, what is this language? I don't even know what they're talking about. I got a return check, insufficient funds, and a low balance email. They all came around the same time. I'm like, what's going on? I open up my account, and that check that he put in my account that Friday to go out with my friends, it was a fake check, not even insufficient funds. He created a check. They couldn't locate the account. Yeah, buddy. I'm telling Jonathan like, hey, what's going on with that? Did you put it in that account at Chase that you opened that you put me on, or did you put that check in my account because something's wrong with my account? I put it in your account. So come Thursday, we addressing that on the phone. I'm like, you put that check in my account. I don't know the point of it or what happened. Wells printed the wrong account number on my check. But when I come to San Diego, I got money in my pocket for you. I'll give you all that money back plus the return fees. I'm like, cool. But right now I need some money. This Thursday, my account is like, rah, rah, rah. Alert here, alert here. I'm like, I don't even know what this means. I'm like, I need some money. He was like, okay, I can send it to you, Venmo it. I was like, no, you messed up electronic funds with me. You can go to Walmart and send it through Walmart. He sends me money through Walmart. Remember, he gave me $400 check, but guess what he sent through Walmart? That $150, not the $400. Just the $150, which that's what he owed me. So I'm happy that I got my $150. Thursday was rough too. Another rough day with us talking. Friday, I call him. Usually he calling me. He's texting me. He's sending me songs. This is who he is. He's telling me constantly how much he loves me and how much I mean to him. He ain't been doing none of that. He pissed right now. I'm like, something's off. I call him Friday morning. He don't pick up the phone. I'm like, I know he got to take Isaiah to school. That's weird. I hit him again at 9 something. Nothing. At 11:30, I don't know if he texted me or called me. I got good news. I'm like, what? I may not have to appear in court. I was like, and I've been talking to a lawyer. I was like, you wouldn't have to appear in court if they drop charges. And why would you be talking to a lawyer? He wasn't expecting me to, he didn't have no answers for that. Well, if this happens again, I know what my rights are. I was like, Jonathan, you lying. You still lying, and I don't know why. I'll be there later on. I'll be there later on today, and we're going to talk about everything. It's supposed to be coming Friday. 3 something come. I still don't have his flight information. Then it turned into, I'm at Isaiah's school. He got into a fight with another child. I'll talk to you later about it. 5 o'clock come. I know he really not coming because he never fly that late, ever. I'm like, Jonathan, just say you're not coming. Then it's another long text message that Isaiah watched me get detained this week. He's dealing with a lot of things emotionally. I just need to be here for my son right now. I know that we need to talk. He gives me a list of everything he ever lied about. I lied about the ring because I needed the money again for the gym. And then I could refinance my house, but it's for such a small amount. I don't want to do that. The reason I moved in with my parents is because they filed bankruptcy. So I've been here helping them out, but I want to be with you and I want to be in San Diego. I'm like, no, player. I never cared about you having a gym or living in San Diego. Like, I'm not quick to marry. Like, it don't even sound that good to me. This is giving me anxiety more than anything. That's the Lord. Ooh, woo, that's a word. So then I was like, it's cool. You don't have to come to me. I come to you. He was like, come on. I was like, wait, you messed up my account. I need you to book the flight. I was moving quick. I was being swift, but was broke. So this is 5:09 because I'm like, you can go to Walmart and send me the money. And then I remember thinking, like, I got to get to Walmart to get the money, then get to Chase and book a flight. I was like, that's too much by 6 o'clock. I was like, just book my flight. Just go ahead and book the flight for me. That's cool. He got another little lie with that. I only have $94 available with Chase right now because I've almost reached my max. That's all I have available. I'm like, Jonathan, call Chase and tell them to approve the flight. Like, they'll approve anything if you have the money there. The lady was rude. I got this all on text. The lady was rude. She said, I won't have the money until tomorrow. I'm like, okay, that's odd. So then he sends me the front of his debit card, the back of his debit card, and of course the zip code, which I already knew this stuff, talking about, I just don't want you to think I'm lying to you, so here's the information, you can book it at midnight. Cool. I wake up, set my alarm, book the flight, try to book the flight, it's not going through. I know at this point, I'm done. Like, everything through the week, I'm like, he up to something, I can't figure it out. And then I had to talk myself through what I'm chasing. I had to go back to me like, Jenna, what is it he's showing you who he is, but what are you doing with this? Why you keep reaching out? And then I was like, I'm chasing closure. I find myself often being like, just let me end it. It was so good. And for it to end like this, I'm not letting it end like this. Like, tell me to my face what's up. That's me. Like, let me know this is weird. I was up to 5 a.m. I was up all night and half of the day because I was full of anger. But at 5 o'clock, the bells went off and said, Jenna, you got the account information and the pen. So I called Chase. And he never had the money. He was negative for $1,044. So him talking about booking it and all that is all a lie. All a lie. And I haven't heard from him since.